Type Soul has failed us all. And in today's video, we're going to be going over all of Cetro's recent masochistic behavior and the Type Soul controversy. I want to preface this video by saying take it with a grain of salt because there's multiple angles to every story and new information can always come out. But before we start, make sure you like and subscribe, please, so I can quit this godforsaken job. First, we have the scuffed re-release. To absolutely no one's surprise, this monkey brain nigga Cetro could not will his lazy ass to come through with a timely and smooth release like we were all promised. He promised the July 31st release, yet he abuses his time zone and delays release all the way up until 9:09 p.m. or he says the game will release in 5 minutes, and this dumbass releases the game after 10 minutes and the overworld was impossible to join. Like, you can't make this shit up. We had to wait an extra 25 minutes for this dumb fuck to turn off the whitelist, and once we're finally able to join, this dude adds an unnecessary ass 3-minute timer on the title screen. Then once we get inside the game, it's an unplayable bug fest. The servers were unbearably laggy and delayed. Combat felt like I had Cetro holding my arms behind my back and forcing me to take it from those NPCs. Bugs like flash step counter are still in the fucking game. Here's a clip of me getting into a broken server multiple days after the release. Like, you can't make this shit up. It feels like almost nothing was changed in those 8 months of the game being down, and for those 8 months we were compensated with a piece of shit code that gives a minuscule amount of items, when in comparison to how all of our items were reduced to 1 for literally no reason. And there was no way to get a lot of the items we needed or wanted because on release literally all of the game modes including ranked were fucking broken for days, and somehow even raids were broken. These are core features of the game literally required for progression. The bugs were literally so bad that you could not reroll your element as a full bringer or else it would get voided. The banks were still broken, causing people to lose valuable items, and a plethora of other bugs were still in the fucking game. This man Cetro said that he could have released the game months ago but wanted to do extensive testing, yet the only testing that is going on is him and other developers who have been set to certain modes, going to KT and quote-unquote aura farming in front of a bunch of children. And the quote-unquote testing that's going on is a bunch of YouTubers running around playing the game early just because they have clout and can garner this pile of shit some more concurrent players to throw money at Cetro, or useless friends of the developer being there literally just because. Honestly, at some point it's our fault because we as a community just eat up the literal feces that Cetro pushes out his dirty asshole onto his hand and shovels into our mouth, and we just keep on begging for more even though we know that he destroys everything he touches. I honestly just don't understand. It's like he wants to be hated. He's a literal masochist, and rumor has it, keep in mind this is alleged, but this nigga Cetro is gonna abandon the game soon to join a new Bleach game called Clorox and is refusing to pay out percentages. On top of all of it, Cetro's recently abused his admin specs to insta-kill an entire group of players because they killed his kitten, who's probably a not to mention this is in hell, by the way, so all of those players just lost a life since hell has permadeath. Next, and arguably the worst thing, is the fucking devs or black marketing. Yes, you're hearing me correctly. We have a Type Soul developer abusing his powers using a mod panel to black market items and set people with modes for outrageous prices. He's not only just selling this shit, this nigga is setting people and then trying to coerce people into paying him with the threat of using his power as a moderator to ban them from Type Soul. Here we have a player getting set to ancient vassal card by the developer, and then after refusing to meet the developer's fucking outrageous demands of $500, he gets banned for it.
Yo, if he bans me in like 5 hours, that's 5 hours of me having fun. I get to have fun for once, bro. Let's go put back. Yo, I'm so tough. Yo, that nigga is finesse fuck that nigga.
No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in. They're all gonna die.
This guy is a fucking galactic level threat, and you want to know what Cetro does? Of course, he turns a fucking blind eye. And I'm honestly convinced everyone's items were set to 1 just so Cetro could set our progress back to farm more premium payout from us and also inflate the market so his developers could abuse mod to sell in-game items. This shit is ridiculous. Instead of fixing their game or development team, they're unjustly banning people and trying their absolute hardest to gatekeep shit because they want to quote-unquote aura farm, while this fucking guy is just running around abusing his mod to the highest degree. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if some of the YouTubers calling them out on this behavior end up getting banned. Allegedly, and I say allegedly, someone got banned for beating a developer in rank, and allegedly e-girls are getting admin in Type Soul. And I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because most Roblox devs have never seen of a unless it's a child's. And I have a friend who used to get given any spec of his choosing by one of the TypeSoul developers, and eventually both of them got banned. But not only that, everyone on their friend list apparently got banned too, so TypeSoul devs just have a history of mod misuse. Last, we have the TypeSoul team unjustly banning people. Now this is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. So Cetro is handing you a ban if you quote unquote leak the requirements. Now he says he doesn't care about true modes and requirements being revealed by regular non-tester players who legitimately progress them, which by his standards means just blindly doing shit until you magically figure out how to obtain it, because nowadays these devs have some kind of sick fetish with gatekeeping essential game progression. Mind you, this is in a public game with upwards of 100k concurrent players at almost any given moment. This shit is ridiculous. A YouTuber by the name of Rogue was literally banned for uploading tutorials on how to get true mode and progress in hell. Cetro said it's because it was early inside the update and Rogue didn't find out on his own, which is fair and backed up by Rogue's recent video with him admitting he heard the requirements from a tester, but I still think it's complete idiocy to try to impose closed community-esque rules onto a massive public game that has hundreds of thousands of players, and trying to have this kind of media ban when the game is already released. Now, Rogue has since been unbanned after what I assume being cornered into snitching by the lolly lovers, but this isn't where this tomfoolery ends. A YouTuber named Tana was banned by Cetro because one of Cetro's developers set Tana to true and let him try out and show all of the new true modes for a YouTube video without asking Cetro first if it's okay. Tana has since been unbanned, but he has permanently lost his tester and content creator role, which is utterly ridiculous considering Tana got punished for Cetro's developers making a fucking mistake. Not to mention these showcases are also something other game developers regularly do with content creators. I don't understand what Cetro's obsession with trying to make this game quote unquote mysterious when it's a public game. Why would anyone want to go and drudge through this, no pun intended, hellish fucking progression without knowing anything about their true form? Like when you re-roll your element, it sets your progress back to stage 3, so why in the fuck would I want to do all this tedious ass shit without knowing anything about what I'm working towards? And some other content creators were also banned or had their roles removed for a bit for making videos on how to cheese bosses or simply voicing their opinions on the game. Alright, that's everything I wanted to inform you on today. But before we end the video, I just want to ask to anyone or any content creators out there watching, what are some ways I can improve my workflow? I know my upload schedule is not the best, but it's kind of tricky to balance work, life, and uploading 8-minute plus videos consistently while writing the scripts or making sure what I freestyle is concise with no stutters or pauses, which takes so long for me to do. This script literally took hours for me to write, and also editing and making thumbnails for each video while trying to maintain a good schedule is tricky, which is why I enjoy making gameplay videos way more than informational ones. But finding a good game on Roblox is rare these days, so I guess I just gotta wait until Kaizen 2. And this isn't a diss to anyone. I feel like I put a considerable amount of more effort into some of my videos than a lot of other YouTubers in my niche who just turn on the microphone and yap for 8 minutes and throw a song in the background with some gameplay and little to no editing. But anyways, I do want to say thank you so much to everyone for 1,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to me, and for this milestone I'm going to be giving away 1,000 Robux in my Discord, so don't forget to join up. The link will be in the description, and with that being said, I'll see you soon.